Okay, we're here for the Mindful Moments Spring Meditation Series. We've been doing these regularly through winter, all the way through spring. Anna and I were just talking. We only have one left on the calendar after this one. We are taking a break next week due to our Lawyer Assistance Program Spring Retreat. And then the week after, we assume many of you will be celebrating Memorial Day weekend. So the next one will be the 31st, but then we'll try and plan the future of Mindful Moments as well. With that, I'll get us right into it. Today is hosted by Anne Lapinski. Anne, thank you so much, as always, for being here. I'll pass it over to you.
So good afternoon, everyone, and hope you're enjoying whatever transition you are experiencing to spring, warm, cool, rainy, dry, whatever that happens to be. I've talked to you about providing tools to you as part of this process. So I'm going to do a practice today called RAIN. It's an acronym. Some of you may have heard about it before or been familiar with it. But I will literally talk you through the entire RAIN process. It's a way to deal with something you have going on and a strategy for trying to sort that out in a meditation practice. So you can do it easily on your own. I think I might have given the RAIN language to Jen before, but if not, I can provide her with something that can be posted. And this is being recorded if you are interested in listening to it again. So you can settle yourself in, and as you're doing that, I'm not going to do prompts just yet. Think of something that's on your mind, a little itch, something that's maybe a little irritable, an encounter you had with someone recently that was not comfortable, something that's just bothering you, something you have coming up that there's just this feeling inside you about. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes of silence for you to come up with something. And if you don't find anything, that's okay. But it would just be easier to do the practice and it can be an old thing too. It doesn't have to be something very recent. So just go ahead and come up with whatever it is that may be bothering you just a little bit. You know, it can be as simple as, how did I get out of the habit of doing meditation every day? Or, boy, that discussion with that other attorney was really tense. And now take a moment to recognize what is happening, the R in RAIN. You might feel it in your body, tension in your shoulders or your chest. You might feel some emotions swirling in your head. Is your mind filled with thoughts? And the A is to allow whatever is there to come in. Just let it be. Whatever it is, just is. You might feel angry and tell yourself it's okay to be angry or sad or tense. Just allow. And the I is investigate. Not like an investigation of a case or matter, just bringing a kind attention to what's going on. And I'll ask you a few questions you can try to answer yourself. What's the worst part of this? What most needs your attention? What is the most difficult or painful thing I'm believing? What's the most predominant emotion you're feeling? Maybe fear, maybe grief, maybe anger or others. Are these feelings familiar? Have I experienced them before? Am I repeating a pattern? If the most vulnerable part of me were to speak, what would it say? And on to the N in rain, the nurturing part. Try to call on the most wise and compassionate part of yourself and send a loving message to yourself. You might want to put a hand on your heart. Just to feel that loving care you have for yourself. You also might want to imagine a loving person or being offering you support and compassion, holding you with love. That could be a partner, a family member, could be someone who's died, could be the Dalai Lama. And it could be a pet. Offer this care inwardly and let it be received. You might want to move or stretch in some way. Bring your arms up, twist, roll your shoulders, whatever works for your body. And Jen is going to stop the recording for us so that we can have a discussion that's private, because the meditation part is recorded, but not what we say to each other. Done?